So we just left the shop there in Northern Kentucky. It's Ride KY, and they sell Royal Enfield, KTM, Sherco, Indians, obviously, and Slingshot, Gas, and Husqvarna.
Yeah, so watch the video. They got a ton of cool bikes in there, and the people there are really nice. We got a really good interview with the sales manager there.
Yeah, Mike King. We appreciate you taking us around, Mike, and all the information.
Yeah.
So he gives a lot of good information about the Indians, about service, comparison to Harley, and just a lot of good information about cost of service and all that stuff. So it was really cool.
Yeah, really informative. If you're interested in any of those companies or just motorcycles in general, then definitely watch the whole video, and he gives out a lot of cool information. So
yeah, check out their shop if you're in the area. They got a lot of. They must have had 300 motorcycles.
Hundreds
there.
For sure.
Yeah, a lot of them. So
thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, we went on a ride with these guys one time. Was it the spring?
Yeah, I think we have a video.
It's one of our,
it's
like our first video, I think.
Yeah, one of our first videos was a ride they did out of here. Ride KY Indian Motorcycle of Northern Kentucky.
And they sell slingshots. Wait till you see the inside. They sell a lot of bikes here.
Yeah. There's a Scout right there. See, that thing's cool.
It is cool.
Like the black. Do have a lot of bikes. Got all the Scouts.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know my brother Randy?
Yeah.
So, I know Jason Atkins also.
Yeah.
We haven't made this place. We didn't here, so you probably knew that, right? But we wanted to see if we could do a video here with you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Is that cool? We'll just answer you some questions about. Actually, Ben, this is my son.
It's not bad.
And,
Nice to meet you.
He's thinking about getting another bike. He's got a V-Strom now, and he was looking at like a what would you looking at? A Scout, maybe?
Yeah,
a
the
Jeep or
Scout,
something?
maybe. I don't know, just kind of looking around. Yeah.
Yeah, some cruise on.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, all the new Scouts right up here. I got a couple of used ones too. I'll show you the good one first. What's Randy doing?
He said he's coming out here sometime today.
Yeah, he stops in and hangs out with us every once in a while. What do you got now?
It's an older Suzuki V-Strom.
Oh, cool.
Just
Whole different kind of bike.
Well, Dad and Jarrett, my brother, both got Harleys now, so I'm the only one
On an adventure type bike.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so the 25 Scout, they redesigned it.
This is a 25?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 25s. Yeah, we sold through all the 24s. They're all gone.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They sell pretty good.
Yeah, they're probably our top selling model.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we see a lot of these when we're out. We see more of these than anything when we're out riding.
Yep. Yep, they're good bikes. Kind of give you a cruiser, but still a little bit of sport bike feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like the aesthetic of them. I think they look neat.
How much are these?
they start about 13 and go up about 17, depending on which trim you want and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah, basically they got Sport Scout, Scout Bobber, Scout Classic, and Scout 101.
Yeah, I like the little fairing on
Yeah,
it.
the little fairing one. That's the most popular one.
Yeah.
Sport Scout.
Yeah.
That grab, that thing's cool.
Yeah, those are the Chiefs. So that's just one size step above the Scout.
That's cheap. Huh.
Oh, okay.
It looks kind of like a Blue Rider S.
Yep, that's exactly what they were going after.
I had a Blue Rider S, yeah.
Yeah, it's like exactly who they were going after, that market. Piggyback shocks,
Yeah.
upside down front forks.
Yeah, they got it. That's cool.
Yeah, that thing looks sweet.
Chiefs start about 15 and go about 22. Depending, like, full of the bag, and the bags, and the windshield and all that. That's the most expensive. And then the base Chief, like that blue one right there, is 15-ish.
Yeah. So, like, when somebody buys one of those, do they get like a seat to ride two up
Nope.
on it?
Nope. It's all extra.
No, I mean, you can.
Yeah, oh yeah.
When
you
people
can.
buy stuff extra for them, is that?
Yeah, you can do the passenger seat. Like my wife, she has a bobber, Chief bobber, exactly like this one, except it's black. Came like this, but then she did a backrest and passenger pegs and all that stuff.
So that's how big is that engine?
116, which works out to be it's like 1,890 cc's.
Yeah, that's like this. Mine's a 117.
Yeah.
How much horsepower are them?
Horsepower, I think they advertise about 90, but it's like 127 foot-pounds of torque, something like that.
Yeah, I was like this close to getting a Challenger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you have
I
now?
have a 24 Street Glide now. The reason I didn't is I went to Harley and I rode. I talked to a guy down here. I went to Harley and rode Street Glide and a Road Glide, and I'm like, man, I don't. This Road Glide feels gigantic. I want to. And the Indian, that basically same thing.
Yeah, with the stationary.
Road
Yeah,
Glide.
the Challengers, they feel a little bigger. I like the Street Glides for me. They feel a little small.
Yeah,
but
it does feel small.
And same thing with the Chieftains, because that's kind of how Indian does it. They're Chieftains, they're Street Glide competitor. They're Challengers, they're Road Glide competitor.
Well, I like those, but I wanted that water cooled.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest engine that you can get. You know,
Yeah.
more performance kind of thing. But that Dark Horse, is that what that is right there?
Yeah, there's a Challenger Dark Horse, a black one.
That
And
thing's
then
cool.
they even call like this red one that's technically a Dark Horse. Basically, it's just
Those
black trim.
Yeah.
Those are.
Yeah, that thing looks sweet.
30-ish.
30ish.
And then the basic one of these is this kind of the basic one?
Yeah, that's the
How
base
much are they?
Challenger, 24.
And then the cheaping like this.
Real similar to a Challenger. They're about 30, and then they got a base Chieftain next to it.
What's the difference
Same
in
about
these two?
22.
besides
No
that?
tire, or this one's got tire pressure sensors, GPS, comes with the highway bars. This one's got speaker lids,
Yeah, stereo right here. And everything.
and then the base you get no tire pressure sensors, no navigation. The bags are just standard key, where these are power locks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they got power locks.
Yeah, on the Harley, you gotta get the CVO to get that.
For a cool 50 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how many Indians do you sell a year?
About 120.
Really? Nice. Indian moved here what year? You know?
We opened in August of 15.
Ben and I were just talking about that. What year it was?
Yep, I've been here since we opened.
Have you?
Yeah. Yep, going on. This past August was 9 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it was only Indian when it started, right?
Indian, Victory, Slingshot. So three Polaris brands.
So Polaris owns Indian?
Yep.
How long have they owned them?
2012.
I didn't actually know that.
Who owned them before that? Were they on their own?
What was the name of them? Kings Mountain is the company. They're out of North Carolina.
Are they made in the U.S. still?
Yep.
All?
Spirit Lake, Iowa.
Really? Do you guys have like Harley up there has like a VIB thing?
Yeah,
Something
we
like
we call it Pit Pass.
Yeah.
Where you get all your maintenance and everything covered. You get
How-
discount pickups and deliveries and stuff.
How long is that for?
3 years.
Unlimited mileage?
Unlimited, or it's 3 years, 7 services.
Okay. What is the service interval
Every 5.
on all of them?
Yep. Well, you got 500 miles initial
Yeah.
break in, and
Yeah.
then every 5,000 after that.
So there's something different on these engines, the way the oil is. Is it one filter?
One filter.
It's a one hole
Yeah,
deal,
it's only
right?
one fill hole.
Yeah,
or
where
like
the
your Harley's got
3.
primary,
Yeah.
trans, engine. It's all you change one oil.
How much oil does that hold?
6 quarts.
It's about the same as mine. I think mine the engine's 5 and then
Yeah.
1 and 1 on the
Yeah.
primary and the transmission.
Yeah, Street Glide, 5 quarts. The Milwaukee 8.
So do you think they're easier to maintain than Harleys because of that, or
Much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was
less
thinking.
gaskets.
Mhm.
I forget how many gaskets a Harley motor and primary and transmission, between gaskets and seals. Like
Yeah, we did a video changing the oil on his Harley. I thought it was a nightmare.
The new one's even harder because it's got the little reservoir for the radiator. Mine's the water for the heads.
Yep, the coolant.
The hose comes down. You can't really get anything in there. It's kind of a thing.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not knocking Harley. I like it. I'd buy another one.
There's a reason they got the biggest market share.
Yes.
They sell a lot of bikes.
So everybody, says that Harley's going down, and all this stuff. Are you guys the same, or how sales?
The whole market. I mean, anytime the economy's going down a little, the first thing to go is toys.
Yeah.
We sold more bikes this year than we did last year.
No, that's good.
That's good.
We're holding steady at least.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to lose some. There's going to be a reckoning coming. You can't print trillions of dollars of money and not hurt the economy. But I think I saw dealer news. I think over the last week I saw 6 or 7 Harley dealers nationwide close.
I saw that too.
A lot of them closing. So, but there's power sports dealers too. There's a big Honda, Yamaha, KTM dealer out in California just announced they were closing. So,
like, just say for instance, what I was looking at, like the
Challenger.
The Challenger, yeah. Has there been any recalls on that this year?
They just had a wireless control module update. So they had some bikes like you had to keep it on a tender.
Yeah.
You parked it and you'd sit
Battery
for
dead.
2 or 3 days and battery was dead. And they seem to have fixed that with this update. I don't know what something in the software
I
they had
I
it
saw
written.
something about a shock strut or
Yeah, they
something.
did.
I don't know
that's
if it was
right.
on that. I
They
don't know if
did
it was
have-
on that or not.
They had some Challengers. It was like just like a batch of. We had 10 of them. 10 of our bikes on the floor needed it, and it was a push rod. So how the suspension set up is a single mono shock, and then there's kind of a pivot rod, and something in the metal of that rod. We had one come in. It was actually our rep, her demo chieftain.
Really?
Bananaed this thing.
No kidding.
And then she didn't crash it or anything. It just bent and it squatted the suspension down real low.
Wow.
My Lowrider S had a recall on the shock bolt, the top bolt, and they said when it would shear off and
break.
It would just bottom out. But we did a video about my. I'm sure you heard about the recalls for the new Harleys and stuff. So we did a video about it, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'd get rid of that piece of crap," and all this stuff. I'm like, everything has.
Everyone has little hiccups.
My wife's Honda minivan had a recall. Like it's just it's inevitable when you build machines. Stuff's going to fail.
Yeah.
And so the good manufacturers take care of them.
Exactly. That's the key.
Yeah. So
dirt bike wise, you guys sell
KTM, Husqvarna, and Gas. Yep.
You sell a lot of dirt bikes too a year?
KTM was our number 1 selling bike last year, but they have decent amount of street bikes too.
Yeah.
So they were.
So you guys got other shops too, right?
Clinton County Motorsports. Yeah, it's just the 2 of us. Us here in Walton and then Wilmington, Ohio. Yep. They've been around since early 2000s.
Yeah. Nice. So is it the same stuff at both stores?
No. They don't have Indian. They have Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki. They do Polaris off-road, so the side-by-sides and 4-wheelers.
You don't do side-by-sides here?
Nope.
Do you do Polaris 4-wheelers or anything here?
Just Indian motorcycle and slingshots, Polaris slingshots.
How many of those do you sell here?
About 30.
Really? Those are, what they start out, 30 grand or something?
The cheapest one's about 22, and then the most expensive is like 42. And that brings in kind of a different customer too.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a motorcycle person. It's somebody who maybe instead of a Corvette or a convertible or whatever.
Are they licensed as a motorcycle?
Autocycle in Kentucky. So Kentucky redid their laws back in 2018. So you don't have to have a motorcycle license to operate. It's just a regular driver's license.
Is that why they did it?
Yep.
Just for that?
I think Polaris is pretty big on the lobbying, getting each state to do that so that they could expand their.
You go to Tennessee and I mean, have you been to the Tail of the Dragon?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's hundreds of Polaris side by sides.
Yeah, they got rentals. And,
all over the place. Yeah.
It's a whole business down there.
What bike do you ride?
I have a KTM 890 Adventure and then a gas 500 dual sport.
Oh, nice.
That's what Randy talks about. He loves that 890.
Yeah. And you said your wife rides also?
Yeah, she's got an Indian Chief. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. My son's got a little gas 50, and then my daughter's got a SSR 110.
Nice.
So does she like the Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'm interested in.
So
I like that.
I have a 1972 Indian. I think it's an MMA 50.
Oh yeah, little.
And I think it was made in Italy.
Indian went through so many ownerships and stuff where there was
I think it says Italian jet on the engine or something maybe.
I can't remember what. There was an Italian company they were building, putting the Indian name on the side, and I think they built some other bikes. It was the same bike, just with a different name.
Yeah,
on
it was the one that was on that. What was that show?
I don't know.
Counts Customs or something. Or
Counting Cars.
Maybe it
Fast
was
and Loud or something.
No, it was that damn.
I know the American
Pawn
Pickers
Stars.
Oh, Pawn Stars.
Yeah, it's the same. I have the same one that they did, and they bought it, got one and redid it. Anyways, they sold it for like $7,500. So I was gonna get this. You tell me what I should do. It needs a bunch of parts and it doesn't run. I think it needs like an ignition or something. And
good luck.
I talked to one of your guys, and he said you could maybe order something for it.
No, like we've sent people for early 2000s, a company called Gilroy, the Gilroy Indians. People that call and like, hey, I need this for this Gilroy. I'm like, we don't have any sources for them, so we have a website.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to buy like some used stuff or something.
Used or there's probably like reproduction stuff for some of that
I
stuff.
told Jason about it when we were here, and he's like, bring it out here and we'll like put it up on the wall. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna get it running now. I got little grandkids that are too. And
oh yeah,
I need to.
They want to ride it.
Yeah, well, they don't know nothing about it, but that'll keep me from having to buy one of these things.
Yeah, the little electric Indian license up on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are little electric ones.
Yep.
How much are they?
Small one's 500 and big one's 800.
This one.
Wow.
Yep. And then that Super 73, that's about 3,500 there.
Wow.
Yeah. I have one of those in the garage too.
Do you ride it?
Yep.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. And my daughter rides it more than anybody.
This?
Yep.
How
Yeah,
fast do they
she's
go?
12. I think it's a class 2, so it goes about 20.
How long can you ride it?
Depending on how much you pedal, how much you get the assist, a couple days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she'll ride a couple hours each day and it'll be fine.
Nice.
That's cool. Thanks for doing the video. We
no
went
problem,
to a
guys,
Harley shop around here, and they didn't want to do it.
They
We're
didn't want
like,
to talk to you.
Yeah,
no,
they wouldn't do it.
they didn't.
Yeah, no.
He said he didn't want their sales tactics or their pricing out there because of their competition.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds
We're all
like,
about transparency.
It sounds like the opposite of what you should do to me.
Yeah, we don't play games. Here's the
I
price, and let's get you on a good bike. And
Yeah.
I told Ben, I said when I came here, because you go to Harley and they're like, mid 20s or low 30s.
All right,
I'm
well,
like,
let's
how
run
much
your
is
credit
it?
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I told Ben, I was like, when I came here and I was looking for that, I was looking at a black Challenger, and he went up there, came back in 10 minutes, and said, "Here's how much it is out the door." I'm like,
Yep.
"That's awesome, dude."
Yep. Because I mean, at the end of the day, this is how much the bike is. This is the interest rate you qualify for, and here's your payment.
I was going to ask him, like, I mean, it was basic stuff. Like, how much does a set of tires cost for that thing installed?
$700.
They didn't want to tell me that either. They didn't want to tell me about their service plan. How much is your service plan? There's
The
probably different ones.
Scouts, yeah, the Scouts I think are about $1,700. I think $1,800 on the big bikes. Yeah. But they're all right around there.
It was like gonna, I told him, I said, it'd basically be a commercial for you guys, but he's like, we're not interested.
Yeah.
He was kind of shitty about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Thanks for doing
we're
it.
Friendly and,
I appreciate it.
We're all about transparency. We could keep a computer on the wall, like, oh, how much is that bike? Well, here it is, right here on our website. Anybody can go to our website and see it.
Nice. Ben's gonna walk around with the camera and show all the
guys.
bikes and stuff. I really
Yep.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem.
It's cool.
Yep. What year is it?
23.
23. Dang, so it's pretty much brand new.
It's got 150 miles on it.
Yep.
Color on it's cool. How much is that?
10.5.
Sit on it, man.
It was perfect when it came in, and then one of the sales guys dropped it.
Oh, really?
It's got a little scratch on the highway bar now.
That's an aftermarket highway bar, isn't it?
Yep, aftermarket highway bar. It's got pipes. That bag was extra. Floorboards, they usually come with pegs.
Yeah, that kind of feels like the low rider S you had. Just kind of how it felt.
Yeah,
That
it's
thing's cool. I like the color.
still got the nipples on the tires. It's got 157. Yeah, he bought it new here.
Oh, yeah. I really like the color of it.
This is a 21.
I think it's a 21.
What's the difference in the bobber?
Handlebars. Handlebars are a little different.
So this is a
It doesn't have that mini
1200
current. Yeah,
cc
1200
engine?
cc, and then that one's a 1,999 cc.
So this is the base one in there. They start out at, you said 20?
22.
22.
This one's got a radio, and it's a manual. But yeah, I think this one's right around.
Oh, so there's different transmissions too?
Yep, they got auto or manual.
And then this is the R model.
Yep, that's this is a R auto. With the R, you get paddle shifters. So you got paddle shifters.
So this is probably got different suspension shocks or something on it, or the same?
Wheels are different. Brakes are different. Hood, got this cool vented hood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with GPS.
That thing's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Two-stroke, I think.
You could put this thing up over your head if you needed to.
I'm gonna sneak up on Ben and see what he's doing here.
Check out the Chief.
That thing's
Cruise
sweet.
control. Some type of radio dial thing. Does it have speakers on it?
I don't know.
It's got a music button right there.
Oh,
I like the floorboards that. I think he said they were aftermarket.
Yeah.
That Scout over there had. To get them if you got some, I guess. If I was riding down the highway, man, I'm getting a lot of wind in my face. Oh, that's way better. That's cool.
yeah.
So what is it? You know what bike this is?
It's a Dark Horse Challenger.
Top Challenger Dark Horse. It feels like a tank though.
That's like this CVO Harley.
Yeah.